Hit that like and sub button, it means a lot. Follow my Twitch in the description of the video. For this video, we're talking about Zombie. But before we get into it, I would like to say, make sure you hit that like and sub button. It means a lot. And also join my Discord. It also is, like a good thing to do that because it helps my Discord get more, people in it, and then more people talking in it, and more people that come to my streams, etc., etc. So basically, we're talking about Zombie. It is $20 on PlayStation, and it is $20 on Epic Games. Please, if you decide to buy this on Epic Games, please use the code Rebellion, all caps. It would mean the world to me. And okay, before we get into the game, I would like to say this game, you can beat it in 11 hours and 40 minutes. Um, it is an excellent game. I played it, back in a couple years ago. I loved it. And you can you can do like you don't have to do everything. You can just play to survive if you want to do that. I mean, the only problem that I disliked about it was there's like no building. Like there's like nothing you can do like building wise, and it would be if it was, it would be a better version of 7 Days to Die, to be honest. Unfortunately, that does not exist, and you play as a survivor, and basically, if you die, you pick it off as a new survivor, like somebody who, and you can find your dead body and get your stuff off of the body. It's pretty cool, actually. I'm not going into the story details. The story is really excellent. The fighting is very, very good. I don't remember everything. Like I don't remember how long it took like stamina. I don't know if there was really even a stamina thing back then. I can't remember. It's been so long. But I definitely recommend this game. It's $20. It's worth the price. Um I mean, it's definitely something I recommend, and I remember playing through it, and like all the characters and stuff you meet are like really cool, um, and the locations and stuff, and basically you play as a survivor who ends up like looking for a cure, which is really nice, and yeah, that's all I really have to say about Zombie. That's the really unfortunate thing about doing these without like saying any story thing. I don't want to compare it to another game because that just makes it. I mean, it kind of did with 7 Days to Die, but like 7 Days to Die is more open world, and Zombie isn't. I mean, it is open world, but it's nowhere near to the same lengths as 7 Days to Die. It's a lot smaller locations, but you go through a bunch of different locations at the same time. And the story is excellent, definitely worth the playthrough. And yeah, I recommend Zombie. It originally came out on the Wii U when the Wii U was a thing, um, and it was called ZombiU or ZombiU, something like that. Honestly, name needed a little working, but then again, it did come out for the Wii U at first, and it was called ZombiU. I mean, that was okay, I guess, because it makes sense. It was an exclusive at the time, and then it came to console, and I honestly recommend it completely and utterly. Like I can't say this enough. I recommend it. Okay, you'll love this game, especially if you like 7 Days to Die and stuff like that. Though the only problem I would say is you can't really like build or anything, which I feel like, or like make bases or whatever. I feel like if there was more to that, I would love this game and it would be my top 10. But unfortunately, it's not, because I think if you look at these game companies that like make games and all of a sudden their game becomes trash, but then you look at like smaller companies who kind of made the same game, just didn't have the everything, that like the other game had, and had its own story, etc. And then that game should have done better than a different game. Um, I'm basically saying that Zombie could be better than 7 Days to Die. It just isn't, survival wise. Like if you want to build and stuff like that. Um, and that's very unfortunate because I think that could have been a really good game. Unfortunately, a lot of places that are trying to make like survival games aren't doing it right. And it's very unfortunate. Um, and there's games that'll do open world like 7 Days to Die without the story to it. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that at all. The Forest was a great survival game. I will get that into another day. Um, and basically, you basically play as a survivor who wants to escape where you end up, and then later on you try finding the cure, and then shit like that. Um, I really think this would have been a much, and then you try to escape, and that's pretty much the story without going into spoilers. You'd have to really play through it yourself for me to, explain it, because I don't want to make reviews, spoiling games, because that's not what I want to do. I want to make a review based on how did it make me feel, and what like how would I recommend it? And I really love this game. I really did. It really could have been so much better though at the same time. And I just voiced my concerns. Like I was like, hey, it could be more open world than it is. There's like loading screens. They're not terrible. Like it doesn't take long, but there isn't really a need for them to be honest. Like you play Witcher 3 for example, and you just a main place, or like you go to like a certain region, still loading screens though. But you go to a certain region and you go to one side of the region to the other. It's kind of like for some reason that doesn't load, but on Zombie, if you go to like let's say you're in like there's a place where you're like in fucking the sewers or whatever, right? And then you can go to another location, like exiting the sewers to wherever you're exiting out, um, is a loading screen, which I think isn't needed. And I mean, I get it though, because they didn't really, like if they remade the game, for example, I feel like they could have made more to it, like building. Like the story has a great ending, great entire build up. Everything's really great about that. I enjoy it. I definitely recommend this game. That's all I got really to say. Um, Also sorry about my English. um, and yeah, go check out Zombie. It's on Epic Games Store. Make sure you use the code Rebellion, all caps. Much love. Hit that like and sub button. It means a lot. From following my Twitch in the description in the video. Also check out my sponsorships and everything else in the description. And yeah, that's all I gotta really say. So, peace.